Did you see that post?
People are talking.
Here's what's trending on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, John Rick's around the morning show. Hey, it's 25 minutes after the hour, y'all. We just touched on it a little bit in the tea, but now, Gary, what you got going on this morning?
All right, now, Rickey, Minnesota Timberwolves guard Mr. Anthony Edwards. Now, he's been battling it out in court with his ex-girlfriend. Now, Instagram influencer Aisha Howard over their 4-month-old daughter, Aubrey. Now, Anthony allegedly, paid Aisha a mere $100,000 and asked her to terminate her pregnancy, in which she said no. She refused that. Now,
She said that she would do it.
Well,
and she took the money and didn't do it. Let's get that. That's a
fact.
That's a very important part right there. She didn't refuse.
Okay, well, Judge,
she took the money and said that she would do it and didn't do it. I'm not taking up on it. I just want tell the truth.
It's a contract. It's a verbal agreement.
Okay, well, we're in court. Now, he made it clear, y'all, that he does not want to have any part, y'all, in this child's life, which is sad, especially after informing her that he did not want the child. Now, paternity has been established through DNA testing, and Anthony stated, quote, "I am not seeking child custody or visitation of Aubrey. Therefore, the only issues to be resolved are financial in nature," unquote.
Whew. Now, here's where the rumors come in, y'all. The internet is saying that Anthony has allegedly paid over $1 million in child support all at once to cover 18 years worth of payments. That's $5,000 a month. Now, Aisha is reportedly throwing water on the rumors, saying that the NBA star paid all that money up front. Aisha reportedly said there are no court documents, motions, or proceedings that have occurred, nor have I been offered or agreed to such terms.
Now, to add more context, Anthony does have 3 other kids with 3 different women, and Aisha also has a baby with rapper Lil Baby.
Oh, my God. So this morning we want to know, was Anthony wrong for wanting to provide financially and not emotionally? For wanting to provide financially but not emotionally, was Aisha wrong for not getting an abortion after he requested it, after she took the money and said that she would? Let me add that. And is she trying to make a come up? Hit us up at 866-9-RICKEY, 866-9-RICKEY. Now, Gary, give us your thoughts again on that.
Now, my thing is, in particular, like I said, the $100,000 that he allegedly gave her to have an abortion, what have you. I mean, if that is so, if she just happened to be pregnant or whatever, I mean, maybe she just changed her mind. I mean, maybe she thought about it and realized, well, maybe I want to keep my child and stuff. And I
she
mean,
had that right. But
and
get
she
the
does
money
have
back,
that
though.
right. Well,
get the money back, though.
But if it was not stipulated to, you got to take this money and particularly have it. I mean, because if she had to change her mind, I think he should have let her keep the money and stuff for the mental distress she had to go through, him even proposing that to her to have a termination of the child. So I think she should be able to keep the money and they should just go on with their lives or whatever. I don't think she had to give it back, because it's not like it was, you giving me something and I got to give it back or whatever. You gave it to me. Once that money was released from your hands, that means it was in my hands, so it's for me.
All right, Alfreda's Brett, what are y'all thoughts?
I kind of agree with Gary. I would have took that $100,000 and disappeared and raised the baby by myself. But, you can't imagine if maybe she showed up at the abortion clinic, saw the sonogram, heard the heartbeat, and said, no, I can't do it. And it's expensive to even go through pregnancy. So,
Yeah, I think that if there was some type of contract or something, I mean, you need a paper trail and a receipt of everything. If there was a verbal agreement, then you need to have that verbal agreement recorded so you can play it and have some proof. Otherwise, it's his word against her word, and then you never know who's telling the truth, because it's the truth, it's his story and then her story. You know what I'm saying? So you just don't know who's telling the truth. So even if he gave her the money, if she don't have proof that she said that and that exchange happened, then she can keep the money, because she could say, I didn't say that.
He could say, just hit this $100,000 now, do what you need to do with it.
Yeah.
And that means, what do I need to do with it?
I need to spend it on myself.
I need a truck for the baby.
Okay.
The special K, what you think?
I agree with Brett. There should have been some documentation before I hand you $100,000. We're going to have some paperwork.
That's a nice
There's
chunk.
going to be an attorney present. It's going to be notarized. It's going to be a fully understood agreement. What do you always say? What's that?
All things, get an understanding.
That's right.
Yeah.
And govern yourself accordingly to the understanding.
That part.
Because it's a business agreement at that point. It's a contract.
Yeah.
What do you think, Rob?
I'm trying to figure out why he doesn't even want to attempt to be the father of the child. Like, he just said, you know what, I don't want to have nothing to do with this kid. Like,
child abandonment. That's something
No,
psychological.
I don't agree with that. He has a right to do. If he looked at her as a jump off, let's just say she was just a jump off, a one night thing, and he's like, "Look, I don't want anything to do with you for the rest of my life."
But you did so with me.
You
to
got
get
a
this
baby
baby
coming,
created.
That's not the child's fault.
But he still has the right. He has the right to not want to be a father.
I'm not saying he's right or
Men
wrong.
have
It's
that right
his
the same way the
opinion.
woman had a right.
I'm just saying that. Listen.
He has
We
the
don't-
right,
we
but if
don't
she
feel
wants
that
it,
way.
It's her body. She can do what she wants
We
to
as
do.
men don't feel that way, us in here. But I'm saying he has the right to not want to have anything to do with this woman and this child if he chooses not to.
Oh well, I don't like that.
Yeah,
You may not like it, but
it's
he's
definitely
right.
but I mean, I agree with you. He has that right, but it's definitely uncomfortable for all of us because we are men that
that's
have
we're
raised,
parents.
that have raised all our kids, and we just could
Exactly.
not imagine your kid walking around the face of this earth and you're not part of your child's life.
But
Hit us up
Ricky, I can imagine some of the situations I've been in the past where I would not want to have nothing to do with certain women that I dealt with. I can imagine that as a younger man. I can imagine that.
Yeah, but soon these kids gonna grow up to become adults, and they gonna find out. Wait a minute, those other three are my brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
And why do you want to raise me?
Right.
Yeah. Well, I guess in a situation like that, then since he don't want to have anything to do with this child, she should say then, your dad is dead. So you don't need to expect to look for
Honestly,
no damn body.
I agree with you.
the
I agree with
40s
Yeah,
and
but
the
when they
50s
grow
back
up,
in-
they find out.
What?
Yeah,
What'd you say,
they
Ricky?
did that back in your day.
Well, damn it, that's well, because if you don't want to be bothered with me,
agree.
he dead, so I don't need to be looking for no damn daddy. As I get older.
Then when you do that, the siblings come around and be like, "Oh, he's still
No,
around."
no,
and
I
then
don't-
You
but I
really
don't know the
extra her to
siblings.
need to go to therapy.
If you don't know the siblings, if that child coming, he not associating them with him, and that mean they ain't gonna know those other kids neither. And so
Oh, so what don't come out in the wash come out in the rinse, Gary? That's not
well,
right.
I want it in the dry then.
Yeah, you do find that crinkle up dollar in that dryer every now and then. All right, 8669 Ricky, good morning.
My name is Shay, and I'm from Louisiana, and Anthony Edward was all the way right because Aisha lied from the jump. She took the $100,000 from Anthony and did not get the abortion as she stated that she was going to do and did not tell Anthony Edwards about it, then tried to go to the courts and get money. And paying $5,000 a month is more than the $1 million. So therefore, the case is now settled, so she cannot go back and ask for anything else.
Tara calling from Florida, and yes, I think he was wrong because if he gave her the money for the abortion and she agreed to it, then let's be technical, that baby is only for monetary gain and it's not for anything else. He doesn't even care about the baby.
Amar from Fort Worth. No, I don't think he's wrong. Women have the right to abort or give the baby up for adoption. A man should not be scrutinized for not wanting to provide. He should have that right as well. It's definitely a come up.
My name is Tamika. I'm calling from Orlando, Florida, and absolutely she's trying to get a come up. I think he is well within his rights to pay her off and be done with it. He didn't want it in the first place. She should have listened, and that's just what it is.
Okay, my name is Jessica from Painesville. I believe they're both wrong in different instances. She did wrong for not getting that abortion, and she should have had to pay that man that money back. But I also think that he's wrong because even if she's wrong, you have to do the right thing, and that means being a parent.
Man, these phones are lit up like the 4th of July fireworks up in here. We're going to have to take some more calls. I'm going to go to commercial and come back with the calls. Y'all hit us up at 866-9-RICKEY. We taking more of your phone calls. Up next, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. And we're still taking your calls on the NBA All-Star Anthony Edwards, who is only 23 years old, and Aisha Howard, who is, damn, she 38.
Yes, sir.
Wait a minute. I
That
ain't
part.
seen no.
That's crazy.
She 38.
Yes, sir.
See, I told y'all yesterday, them dudes, man, they grow up watching them girls.
Yeah.
And then when they get to the NBA, they be wanting them same girls. They be wanting the chicks. They want them. These are chicks that they've been watching since middle school and high school, and stuff like. So, oh my gosh.
It's like me with Hillary Clinton.
Huh?
I've been watching Hillary Clinton since Bill was in office.
Boy.
I never get a shot.
Hillary Clinton do be looking thick with the little pantsuit on.
I'm telling you, them thick ankles.
Them little ankles.
boy.
Yeah, them little kitty heels. Yes, sir.
But Ricky, this is the part that just disturbs me. That I don't understand. why? What is wrong with men? Where are y'all minds at? If you
They're
know
young,
you are,
Gary, young.
but they got to be damn young. You are rich, and you know doggone well if you get with a woman and if you fertile and she fertile, those two people gonna make a damn baby. Why would you be so dumb to have sex with a woman without protection and rich like that?
When you 23 years old and they fine and they thick like that, Gary,
you got two brains.
Yeah.
Bottom brain.
I understand what you're saying. I can look at it now. But when you 23 years old and you in the NBA, I went to an NBA. I went Rock T. Rock T took me to my first NBA anything. Right in Dallas, Texas. We went to a pool party at that.
Come on.
And it's supposed to have been a double date.
It was a double doggone date.
I got there at that damn pool party. Gary, that's where I met Danielle.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah.
And boy, Danielle thicker than cold oatmeal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. And left your pole date.
No, you did not.
I said I ain't gonna be able to do it. You shouldn't have had me on no damn double date to a damn. I'm from Birmingham, Alabama.
You asked me, dog.
Hey, I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. I ain't never, ever
You asked me to hook it up.
seen nothing like that. Eyes have not seen. You understand?
You
now
did
I know
not
what Pastor
live
Haynes be talking about. Eyes have not seen.
Man, just left me
A
out there.
10 in Birmingham would have been a 3 at that pool party.
Wow.
I'm not lying that phrase. They was in there.
Where Ricky at?
Where Ricky at?
They would walk around the swimming pool with the bathing suits on. Ass sound like a half a gallon of orange juice. Pluck.
It's a true story, man.
I remember it.
Yeah.
So how you doing, Ricky Smiley? You on the radio, ain't you? Pluck. I love you on Come If You, Ricky Smiley. Pluck. They walk off. Pluck.
I'm over there making them lines like, yeah, those are just his fans.
We
man.
we listen to 97.9 The Beat every morning. Pluck.
Yeah, he's over there taking pictures. That's all.
Oh my God. That's awful.
And then Rock T, they didn't fix me up with Shirley Cecil. she said, "Oh, that with a church dress on and some kitty heels,
I hope she's not listening.
a black lace dress."
Oh man.
And Rock T with his wife talking about she cute, she good, she know the Bible. And she's sitting over there with a dress on, dress for church. I'm looking at pluck.
So bad.
Brad!
It's about 10 minutes in, Brad. 10 minutes getting to the party, boy.
Brad! Brad, that was in there, Brad!
Oh my gosh. So bad.
Brad! Get on the floor, Brad! Brad, that was so Brad, that was so thick I couldn't focus. I don't know what made me decide. I didn't know what I was going. I didn't know the NBA pool party. It was Josh Howard. Shout out to Josh Howard.
Yes, sir.
It was Josh Howard pool party day, super day. I'm from a small town, bro. I moved to Dallas, Texas. Went to an NBA. I ain't never been to no NBA game. Let's start there.
Yeah.
Went to the pool party and walk around the pool. Wasn't nobody swimming. They just round bathing suits. Wasn't no stretch marks. And just pluck.
Yeah.
Camel toe.
That was a second time.
And Gary talking about why you ain't thinking about being responsible sexually.
Lord.
Man, please, in that situation.
Well, that was the second time I had to take one for the team for this boy.
Wow. This is really bad.
Later on that night.
Oh my God.
How do I turn?